So welcome to the coaching component of the webinar tonight. It really excites me to go through what is the Dacxi difference. You know, I've been involved with Dacxi for a long time. I got involved with Dacxi because it is a very different platform to every other platform that presently exists on the planet. We do things differently. We have a very unique niche. We have a unique marketplace in the world of cryptocurrency. And I think we do things better than most other exchanges for the marketplace, and we look after our customers a lot better than other exchanges do. My name's Andrew Squilari. I'm a digital asset strategist. I'm a Dacxi customer, of course. I have been for many years now. And of course, I'm a Dacxi coin hodler. Now, if you don't know much about crypto, hodler means you hold onto coins for the long term. And as I was talking to someone earlier today, the last coins I'll be selling in my portfolio will be the Dacxi coin. And the only reason I'll be selling Dacxi coin is to evolve them over into the crowdfunding opportunities that the Dacxi blockchain will be listing, which I'll go through later tonight as well. So financial disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not investment, financial or trading advice or any other sort of advice. The content is educational and helping your understanding of cryptocurrencies. Make sure you do your due diligence. Consult your financial advisor before making any investment decision, not because you want his opinion on the investment. You want his opinion on how to structure what you are doing, and talk to your accountant about structuring. Structuring is critical to make long-term wealth. Depending on your age, your demographic, and what you want to achieve in life, you have to make sure that you're appropriately structured to take advantage of the tax laws in the jurisdiction that you live. And it makes a lot of difference if you do the right thing. And if you do the wrong thing, you'll be donating money unnecessarily to the government to do whatever the hell they do with their money. Who knows what they do? It's a bit of a waste. But don't ask them about cryptocurrency unless that particular advisor is heavily involved with cryptocurrency, because they don't know what you want to achieve. They don't know what coins you're buying. And it's really important that they do understand the full picture of what you're hoping to achieve. Now, tonight, I'm just going to go through Dacxi. You know, obviously markets, people and products change pretty consistently. The Dacxi platform has evolved dramatically over the last 4 years, from the concept of what we wanted to achieve 4 years ago to now. It's exactly the same, except the tech's better, the community is larger, and the realities of what we've created is certainly true to the world right now. So what we're going to go through, what I'm going to go through tonight is why Dacxi. What is the Dacxi token? We're not a coin, we're a token. What is the Dacxi blockchain? What is the Dacxi wealth creation platform? So this is the website, Dacxi.com. Go there and have a look at the stuff on there if you wish. But tonight I'm just going to answer those few questions in a very quick presentation. So Dacxi is the world's first crypto wealth platform. It actually makes crypto made easy. I'll go through a bit of that later. Our focus has always been an A+ security rating. Security is the most critical part of all exchange development. If you have holes in your exchange, people will exploit those holes and the customers will lose money. And Dacxi's always been focused on A+ security exchange. We're one of the first exchanges to tell openly to the world that we had an A+, and at that point, it was a bit risky because no exchange wanted to publicly announce how secure their platform was. And a lot of people said, oh, you're making yourself a target. Well, that's like someone that's got a dog and you don't have a dog. Someone walking past is more likely to break into your house because you don't have a dog. So announcing your security doesn't make you a target. It actually highlights other people with less security so that they actually have the focus of people that want to do negative things towards the platform. The other thing is Dacxi has a wealth creation system that elevates the confidence of their customers so they understand cryptocurrency more. It's all around education, support, information, and of course, inspiration. Part of it tonight is to provide those 4 parts of the Dacxi wealth creation system so that you understand exactly what Dacxi and cryptocurrency can offer you short-term, medium-term, and well and truly long-term. And the last part of Dacxi is we are having fully regulated platforms expanding from October this year out to 220 platforms all over the planet, all listing new wealth opportunities. That is a very, very unique business model. A lot of the larger exchanges are trying to evolve their current global platforms into this type of style, but they weren't set up with that in the intention at the start. And that is going to be a large problem for them to achieve because they're just not established in a way that's going to allow them to have individually, uniquely operated and independently operated exchanges in every jurisdiction that has its own licensing laws. So it's very, very important. The other part of Dacxi that makes it really easy for new customers and existing customers to purchase coins, we have a blue chip bundle, which is a wealth builder program. We have a precious metal program for those people that want to buy precious metals, which is an important part of every wealth creation strategy. And last of all, we have the solid altcoin bundle, which is your Blue Ocean, which is your Link, Polkadot, and Stellar. These are all operating system or allowing other coins to be listed as the Dacxi blockchain will be in that alt bundle as well. It's got an extra 10% on all those bundles. So it makes it easy to invest into cryptocurrency through a diverse portfolio of investment opportunities. The other part of tonight, obviously you're watching a webinar. This is going to be recorded and available for people to watch for posterity. We have a strong presence for webinars and live community engagement. So if you have got questions, you want to talk to someone, not only can you do it online, face-to-face, there are people in the community that are happy to help you. So go to Dacxi.com, check on the events tab and go into that community engagement area. Now, what is the Dacxi token? That's the most important part for me. This is what I think everyone needs to understand. What is the Dacxi token? The Dacxi token at the moment is an ERC20 token. So it's validated off the Ethereum blockchain. So it's part of the Ethereum blockchain. It's centrally minted. All tokens are minted by Dacxi Proprietary Limited. They're globally licensed in Singapore and Estonia. So we have global licenses. We've also got local licenses in Australia and the UK and New Zealand. It was first minted back in November 2017, and the market supply is a total of 10 billion coins totally. And as you can see in CoinMarketCap, I think they've actually got around 3.1 billion coins into the market over the last 4 years. And there's going to be a maximum public sale of coins to $5 billion. So we're 3.1 at the moment. A couple of the admin team have got coins as well. So there's about 5 billion coins that have been allocated to individuals within the Dacxi ecosystem, but the other 5 billion is going to be used for other purposes and exchange growth. So what's the use case of the Dacxi coin? That's one of the first questions you have to ask yourself when you talk about cryptocurrency. What is the coin used for? Now, everyone here has been offered opportunities in other cryptocurrencies and the Dacxi platform. So the first question is, what is the use case? The first part of the Dacxi is a global community currency. It's going to be used for crowd finance. It's not going to be paying for milk and bread and, you know, holidays. This is actually going to be used for crowd financing opportunities. Of course, the second area is going to be exchange incentives. So if you've got Dacxi coin, you'll have exchange trading fee discounts, and of course, community e-currency. So peer-to-peer. So if you do have a Dacxi account and you have other Dacxi members wishing to buy your goods and services, you can transfer that coin within the Australian exchange and the individual exchanges free and instantly, which will be a very good cost savings. Of course, the speed of transaction is instant, so that'll be also very good for that peer-to-peer. On top of that, there's some staff incentives of loyalty, and that loyalty, of course, if they get Dacxi coins, it's going to help them be more passionate to support the Dacxi community. Customer acquisition incentives, of course, that's the bonus structure around the 2-level partner program that Dacxi has, and the global affiliate currency. So again, we can use it as a currency within ourselves to pay each other for goods and services that we have as well. Now, what is the Dacxi blockchain? So a lot of people want to know about this blockchain thing. So there's been a raft of new blockchains come out because of the inefficiencies, the expense, and the time delays with Ethereum. But as time goes on, Ethereum is doing constant upgrades. There's another upgrade coming on very soon. So Ethereum is upgrading, but the Dacxi's coin is not about saving you money or making transactions faster. That is not why it's coming out with its own blockchain. The Dacxi blockchain will commence in 2022, Q1 or Q2 of 2022. So we'll start listing the opportunities that Dacxi is going to be funding. It has its own unique code, like Link, Polkadot, Stellar, Tron, Decreed, Neo, BNB, Binance. They all have their unique code. The Dacxi blockchain will supply tokens for the 220 exchanges. So it's got to be a very strong coin. Not many coins out there. I think Polkadot's got, I think, 20 coin listings at a time, but this is going to have up to 220 exchange listings. Our blockchain has to support all the tokens that get listed globally on those 220 exchanges. That allows someone in Australia to fund into a project over in Russia, and someone in Russia can fund into a project down in South Africa, and someone in South Africa can fund into a project over in Mexico. So the Dacxi blockchain has to be scalable. So it will be very unique in the fact that it can list hundreds of thousands of new tokens per year. Like I said, each exchange will have the ability to list thousands of coins, not the Dacxi blockchain. That's on top of. So each exchange has its own ability to list coins on the Dacxi blockchain. That's independent of Dacxi Global. So Dacxi Australia will have its own portfolios of cryptocurrencies that everyone around the world will have access to through the Dacxi ecosystem. So there'll be thousands of coins in Australia listed every year, not only equity and lending tokens, there'll be NFTs and lots of other opportunities within there with patents and lots of ideas, lots of things that will be listed in coins through the Dacxi blockchain. Of course, we have an A+ security rating. The first and foremost of the Dacxi blockchain will be security. It'll be the security will be focused on the blockchain as well, of course, making sure that it is a solid and robust blockchain. The transaction speed will at the top of the industry standards. So at the moment, with your Link, Polkadot, and Stellars, and a few other coins of that exchange type coins, they're going to be instant transfers and very, very quick. And of course, the transfer with those new proof of stake coins is just about, it's negligible, really. So a lot of the other coins that are saying that they're their own blockchain and we can verify other coins on there, their focus is on you. The value that they're putting out is speed of transaction and cost of transaction. That's where they're getting their value from. Dacxi's value is not from speed and cost. Dacxi's value is coming out of its unique code, able to supply tokens to 220 exchanges and hundreds of thousands of new coin listings. That's where the value of the Dacxi blockchain is. Not in its speed and not as a cost of transaction. It's the robustness of the exchange and the token allowing us to list literally hundreds of thousands of tokens in the next 10 years per year. If you understand that concept, you see the real value of the Dacxi blockchain. Now, what is Dacxi? What is the Dacxi wealth creation platform? Now, we've talked about this a little bit before. The Dacxi's niche is in crowd investing. Now, most crowd investment platforms around the world focus on everyone pooling their money into something and someone manages their money. But Dacxi's focus is having the customer decide what they want to put their money in, and they are in total control of their investment portfolio, and the product, which is the pool, doesn't control them. So you control what you put your money in, how long you hold it for, and when you sell it. No one makes that decision when you get involved, how long you're there and how long you can take it out with. So that's what the unique thing around the Dacxi platform is, that you are in total control of the decisions, which of course makes sure that you elevate your knowledge around investing into different platforms, different coin opportunities listed on the Dacxi platform globally. So what we're going to do is pretty much the new wealth opportunities in crowd economy. Obviously, tokenizing assets is a huge sector in cryptocurrency. As you see by DBS, which is the Singapore Development Bank, they're heavily involved with the Singapore Stock Exchange. They are now evolving the Singapore Stock Exchange over to equity tokens. So the shares there are now called equity, are going to be called equity tokens, as in is, and I think very soon, the Australian Stock Exchange is also evolving the share listings over to a blockchain transfer. So that again is going to save the people investing in the ASX a lot of time and effort, because they'll actually be blockchain based as well. So this area is a $200 billion global industry. So there's lots of things happening in this area. There's a lot of growth because it's very, very tiny at the moment. And it's going to literally explode because of the economics and the speed and the security around these transfer of assets. Now, you've got crowd lending. So when you look at equity tokens and lending tokens that Dacxi is going to put in place on our platform, you'll be lending money to companies. They pay you an interest rate. So it's like a term deposit, like you get from the banks, except it's at commercial rates, which are a lot higher than banks are paying you now. And also it's going to be in equity of companies and opportunities. So you'll own part of the company for a period of time. And if you want to exit, you can sell, or you wait for it to get listed on the larger exchanges in the national countries, like the ASX and the Singapore Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ. So that's where these companies will evolve up to, because they've got appropriate amounts of money for them to grow to that level. So those tokens that you purchase at early stage will evolve up into the larger share market. And the last one is crowd investing. So obviously there'll be opportunities within that as well, where there may be large property developments and large funds that require a lot of different money. And that's where the crowd investing can be offered as well. So you are in part of a large investment fund as well. So there's lots of things that are available through the Dacxi global ecosystem. Now, I'm a Dacxi customer. I was one of the first Dacxi customers, and this is why I'm a Dacxi customer. Now, we are retail. I'm not a trader. I just want to put money into something and let it grow. So I have capital, and I'm looking for places to put it that it's going to grow. I really want to learn about cryptocurrency. So I've been on a very steep learning curve for the last 6 years. And wherever you are in your learning journey for cryptocurrency, every day there's something to learn. Obviously, the Dacxi ecosystem is going to evolve into every legal jurisdiction around the world. So up to 220 platforms have been identified to be built. So even individual states have different financial regulations. So those states will have to have their own platform. So we are all over the world. We're wealth builders, not traders. We buy, we hold on to that investment for a period of time, then we sell it. We don't buy and sell on a daily, weekly, or even a monthly basis. We buy into for the long term, and hopefully those people that hold on for longer than 12 months get to enjoy the capital gains discount of their purchases, unless, of course, it's done through a company where there is no capital gains discount. So we're building long-term for security, income security, financial security. We want to use that for lifestyle in retirement, or lifestyle when there's enough money there for start exiting money to enjoy. But of course, the main component of all this is about freedom. We want freedom of money and freedom of choice, and not to be locked into the current monetary system, which is very controlled by the banks, and the currency does give a lot more freedom of choice. The core market for the Dacxi customer is people above 40 to 70 years old, and even people above 70 with a little bit of help, they can understand how to use the platform quite easily. So 70% of our audience is in that marketplace. Of course, this is very unique to the Dacxi platform. Most other platforms are designed for people who are millennials from 20 to 40, high tech, low customer support, and really no communities around them except online and through chats. So Dacxi is certainly looking after that 40 to 70 market. Everyone that's got a bit of grey hair that's above 40 has obviously seen things in the past that they've either heard about or experienced losing money. So everyone's a bit skeptical, and everyone sort of lacks confidence. So having a community engagement with webinars, face-to-faces, and having Dacxi support obviously helps us build confidence in cryptocurrency and this new style of making money. We're all looking for new opportunities. I was talking with a friend of mine the other day. He Googles every day looking for investment opportunities. Most of his money is in cryptocurrency and the Dacxi platform, because he cannot find any better, more secure, and safer than what's happening with Dacxi. Of course, we've been through some tough times, so we're always looking for opportunities, and curiosity means that we are actively looking and learning for other ways of wanting to create wealth, medium, short, long term, medium and long term. For me personally, I got involved with cryptocurrency because I wanted to control my finances. I didn't want any bank or government telling me I could have access to money. So for me personally, I wanted control of my money. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency was where I saw the biggest value for me, and a lot of people in my generation are looking to be 100% in control of their money. I'm not a gambler. I've looked at cryptocurrency for many years now. The old saying is never invest any more than you got to lose. Well, leaving it in the bank is pretty much the opposite of what I think you should be putting your money. Leaving it in the bank is a gamble. It's only going down in value. I know that for sure. Whereas cryptocurrency may go up and down on a daily or weekly or monthly basis, but the trend is very possible. So I don't gamble with cryptocurrency. It's a sound investment for me. The biggest problem with that demographic is normally the people with wealth that are retail investors lack a lot of confidence about developing financial freedom because they've been around for a while, they've been stung, they've heard of stories, and they don't understand how to create wealth long term. And the Dacxi platform can help deliver some confidence in cryptocurrency. So the Dacxi listing strategy has been very, very successful. As you can see, we're now listed successfully on CREX24, which is our first exchange. Bittrex has a listing, but it's not trading at this point. Bit4x and CoinsBit are now listed and trading. HitBTC, the 8th largest trading platform in the world, is also trading Dacxi coin as well. CREX, HitBit, CoinsBit, and Bit4x are all having very successful trading competitions with the Dacxi coin. And of course, we have our own exchange down here. The global, Australian, and the UK platforms are also, you can buy Dacxi on those platforms, but you have to sell it on the open exchange, open exchanges for the next few months. After September, the listing process will be closed and the global licensing of the Dacxi platforms will commence. So after that point, you may be able to buy and sell off the Dacxi platform, but at this stage, you can buy off the Dacxi platform, but sell off CREX, HitBit, Bit4x, and CoinsBit, and hopefully Bittrex and a few other exchanges will be open for selling Dacxi coin if you choose to on the early stages of the listing process. The Dacxi, why Dacxi will be a successful exchange and token is pretty obvious. Historically successful management team. If you look at the LinkedIn profiles of all the people in the upper management of Dacxi, they're all very, very successful business people in there right before they joined Dacxi. So that is a good thing. They're bringing years and decades of experience into the Dacxi ecosystem in the management level, and that is a big reason why the listing process has been so successful now, and why the ongoing process of the success of the platform globally is going to increase. We've had 3 years of positive growth and tech development. We're nearly 4 years, but it's been very positive all the way through. And because we do everything in-house, things may operate a little bit slower than normal, but it's making sure that it's secure, which is why these things are done the way they are. Got a very unique business plan. Of course, I've talked about that before. No one else in the globe is looking after that demographic from 40 and above, and no one else is looking after retail investors. They're just focusing on traders. And when Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and all the large coins start to plateau out, you'll be in exactly the same problem you are now. What do you invest into? And you will be looking at equity tokens, and those equity tokens, majority of them will be listed on a Dacxi exchange globally somewhere. So that's an exciting thing for the Dacxi platform for long-term wealth creation. We complement big exchanges and government directions. You know, we're not in competition with any other exchanges. Now, I was talking with a few trainers the other day. They focus on people who are experienced with cryptocurrency who want to trade. That market is about 2% of everyone. We, the Dacxi community, are the 98%. We just want to put money somewhere and let it grow. A small percentage of us want to learn how to trade. A small percentage of us are happy to buy and sell on either a short-term basis or medium term. And there's other people that do teach you how to do that. It's not a gig. I'm a hodler. I find good solid coins. I generate income. I buy them and I hold on to them for the long term and watch them grow. But there are other people that do that. So the Dacxi exchange really fits in with lots of other companies and governments because we are not in competition. We're not taking away from the government's power of trying to take over the world with our coin. What we do in equity funding revolves up into the national stock exchanges. So they're going to love us because we provide funding to get those companies being successful. We have no competition in the market at the moment. There's lots of room for competition. There's billions and trillions of dollars worth of money to be allocated to cryptocurrency in this area. So there's no real competition offering individual ownership of equity and lending tokens. There are plenty of companies out there offering pooled investment. So if you're happy with someone to manage the money for you, knock yourself out, put yourself in their hands, and they'll either deliver for you or you won't, but you have no control over that. Dacxi is the only one that's offering unique opportunities for people to make their own decisions to buy, hold, and sell their own tokens. The company focus has always been on community education and developing confidence, teaching you about financial matters, teaching you about how to manage your own money and to learn delayed gratification has always been the company focus. And I'm very grateful that I'm part of that learning and confidence building program. If you do decide to buy cryptocurrency through the Dacxi platform, congratulations, your switch will be successful. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the industry. We are at the beginning of a very large growth phase with cryptocurrency. Companies, countries, and you will all be involved with cryptocurrency. We're going to see a flood of money go into cryptocurrency over the next few days with the opening up of El Salvador and a lot of other southern countries in South America. And of course, there's a lot of evolution in Africa as well with cryptocurrency as well. So thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I hope you learned something about the Dacxi platform and what the Dacxi token, the Dacxi blockchain, and the Dacxi ecosystem can do for you, your finances, and most importantly, for your legacy. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.